Hey, what's going on? Banana Vape here. I'm going to do the 6 coil on my Mephisto. See the size of these holes? Some big giant holes in there. Fit a lot of wire in there. I'm using 24 because the ohms go so low with the 24 gauge that I was going to try it with 22, but I don't think it's worth the trouble. So I'm going to do 7 wrap. If I talk while I'm rapping, I will mess up my raps. So I'm going to try not to talk while I need to count. I use the 089 drill. Alright, now I like to do one side at a time. So, go from one side, just like that. Okay? And take another drill. Drill number 2. Go directly above the first one. Just shove it in there. See? Shove it in there, like that. So now I'll take the third one. This one's a bigger pain than the other two because you're coming down on an angle now. Alright, see now. You need to get them all positioned. You need to position them all so you can lock down the negative. you want to have them all lined up. Then you lock down the negative. See now, you see? So now I like to clip off all the excess on the side that I lock down, the negative, so they're not in my way, so I don't have to poke myself with them. You have them positioned right the first time, you won't have to loosen that. You see? See? Okay? Now, pull my drills out. I pull that side, the positive wires, over to the side, so I have room to work on this side over here. So now, take the first one, fit it in there, bam, just like that, boom. Take the next one, right above that one. It's definitely better to put the drills in while you're doing this. It's easy to mess up the coils, and you don't want to do that. You want the 6 coil to be as lined up as neatly as you possibly can, or it's just going to look like crap, you know what I'm saying? So, of course, the last coil is always the biggest pain in the butt. So now, the same thing. I spin it around so I can see the ends of the wires coming through. You want to position the bottom one. You want to get them all lined up as neat as you can above each other. Like, all I focus on is where I want the coils, so when I lock down that negative, the coils are where I want them to be. Once I do this, it's like I'm practically home free, you know, because see now, now I do the same thing where I clip off my negative ends so I can see what else is going on here and get all my negative ends out of the way. Then all I have is the positives. See? Because the positive is still loose. You see? See? Now, I think I only have 4 drills here. So I'm going to put a drill in the bottom one and the top on one side. Then I'm going to put a drill in the bottom one and the top on the other side. That's just so nothing twists when I lock down this positive. So I'm locking down the positive. Everything else is in place. You gotta remember there's 6 wires in here. So you wanna crank that tight pretty good, you know? I take my drills out. Now, I can easily get to all my positive ends. See? So I'm gonna clip all the ends that are coming through the positives. You be real careful how, you don't want to have the ends touching anything. This is like, once you've mastered doing dual coils and other kind of stuff, and you actually get bored of doing like the basic builds, then I started messing with this. This is not for people who have no idea what the hell they're doing. And, it's like, people don't need to copy what I do. I mean, obviously, people are going to do whatever the hell they want, but I don't want people out there getting hurt because they saw me do something. I've done this build a bunch of times, and every time it seems to work out. I haven't had any issues. But, I'm also using I'm using these Orbtronics SX30 Ultra High Drain 30 amp. So far I haven't had any battery issues. I haven't had anything vent. Like somebody goes and throws a battery on here that can't handle it and blows their face off or their hand or something. Just my point is know what the hell you're doing before you start doing it. Those are my only words of wisdom. Don't talk to me right now. Really used to put me up pretty long. Very nice. Very nice. So just for the hell of it, oh my God, so look at this. That's a little lower than I expected to go, but whatever. Go away, please go away. This is like super low. Nice mod, right? Yeah, I know. I think that's a dead battery, maybe. Might get a connection somewhere. I actually think it's too low. It's too low. Okay. And just for the record, if you copy this, I would add a couple of wraps. Look how awesome. That's firing amazing. Perfect, both sides. I don't even want a chance messing up my new battery. Take my new battery out of there, you know what I'm saying? If you do this build, add a wrap or two. Do like 8 or a 9 wrap or a 10 wrap 6 coil. Because 7 wrap 24 gauge, too low, in my opinion. It only fired on the copper, and the 26650 battery was the only one that had enough power to fire it. So, I mean, I guess I could still wick it. Just want to see something. It's freaking .05. .05. I can't believe it won't fire. Oh, God. All right. Got my Japanese cotton here. Cut it long ways, right? Split it down the center. I like to go in the top, flip it around, in through the center, and then in through the bottom. See? Then I take the bottom piece, fold it in half, and flip it underneath the left side of the coil. I like to lay this piece right down over the top and then fold it inside. I like to make it look all pretty. See? And do the same thing on the other side. And repeat the same thing on the other side. You know I gotta fire this thing with juice on it. Alright. I got some fluid vapor, chai thai, wonderful amazingness. You would think there's a lot, it's a lot of cotton. It really isn't that much. When you're using Japanese cotton, you don't have any kind of a cotton taste. For some reason, it just doesn't taste like cotton, to me at least. So you know, this battery's been in here since this morning. Got my Mephisto cat. Alright. So like I was saying, the 7 wrap at 24 at 0.05 won't even hit on my brass mod with the Optronics batteries. So unless you have a 26650 that can handle powering this build, don't even waste your time. If you do it, do an 8 or a 9 wrap or even a 10 wrap, because you don't want to be below 0.08. I think that's like the lowest that anybody should really go. I'm not even going to vape this. This is probably going to get broken down. I keep promising I'm going to do this video of the 6 coil, and before I relax for the night, I figured I'd do a quick one. Alright? So, until next time, take care. Banana Vape out. Bye-bye.